Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Precious, and I'm back with another video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever with whoever so they know you're rocks with your girl. Shout out to my 120 subbies. I want to say it's 120. Okay. But we're going to double check just in case, okay? Shout out to all my precious babies and my baby boos. I love you. Okay. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Why my tongue red? Oh, the drink I drank at the movies. If you haven't figured out why I was in purple. Yes, it's still 120. Run those numbers up. Thumbs up. Comment. Okay. If you have been watching my channel but haven't subscribed yet, why not? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? We got what you looking for. What you looking for? I know what y'all thinking. Bitch, you got on hair, lipstick, mascara. Bitch, where you been? I went and saw the color purple, children. Also, don't forget to check the description bar down below, where you find all of the links to my perfectly curated playlist that houses all of my other content, like my reviews, etc. That, of course, houses my what you watching reviews, like this one. So without further ado, children, let's get into the things that do. I'm gonna go ahead and get my rating out of the way. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And the reason I give it a 9.5 out of 10 is because I feel like we still should have got the narration from Celie. That is my only qualm with this movie. Well, I have a couple. But that's my biggest, is the fact that I feel like, yes, this was an adaptation of the musical. But I still feel like because we were putting it in film format, we should have still gotten some narration from Celie, you know, or like an interlude, if you will, or a prelude to like a song, if you will. If you know me, you know, yes, I cried, and we're gonna talk about it. Just want to let y'all know this is gonna be a spoiler-filled review. I'm not sparing the children, okay? The movie been out officially for what, a week? Yeah, a week. Come Monday. Spoiler alert, I'm finna tell y'all the whole movie. Not the whole movie, but, you know, basically the whole movie, okay? And my beefs with some things about the movies and why I got a 9.5 out of 10 instead of a full 10 out of 10, okay? So, before we get into any of the things, I gotta go ahead and give the praises to all the praises of the praises. Fantasia Barrino Taylor did her good singing. Not singing, her singing, okay? Fantasia did her good singing. Baby girl did her good acting. She deserves every nomination she got. I love what she brought to this Celie. Okay? And then we're going to get into the things. But just know I got to give Miss Celie, our star of the movie, her motherfucking props. Fantasia Barrino Taylor did the things. She get 10s and 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 10s across the board, okay? I will say this. Ever since I heard her sing I'm Here at the Tony Awards, I forgot what year it is. It's on YouTube. She had a shortcut hair. When she sung that song, I was enchanted, enamored, obsessed. So when I heard they were doing the adaptation of the musical to film, I kept thinking to myself, if I don't hear I'm Here from Fantasia's mouth, I'm gonna fist fight everybody involved. And I'm glad I ain't had to fight nobody. I thank y'all for that very kindly, okay? We're gonna get to I'm Here. I'm gonna say that for last, okay? Danielle Brooks, okay? I don't know if we related or not, sis, but you did your good acting, your good singing. She better get nominated for all the awards of the awards of the awards. somebody from this cast better win a goddamn Oscar. Either Fantasia, Danielle, we're gonna get to Taraji in a minute. Somebody better get their award, honey. I know I just cussed earlier, but hey, I'm not trying to do too much cuss. Danielle, Miss Sophie. Hell no. This is a Danielle Brooks stan channel, okay? We've been standing Fantasia since, when did she win American Idol? When she won American Idol. This has been a stan channel for Fantasia since she won American Idol. Okay? But Danielle Brooks, okay? I've been obsessed with her since she played Tasty in Orange is the New Black. But this, Danielle! Girl, where my shoe? Girl. Taraji P. Henson. What that P stand for? Because you know what? I'm finna call you by your full name. What that P stand for? I'm finna get into it. What that P? Because let me tell you something. I got to talk to Taraji for a minute. Y'all hear me? What that P stand for? Her name? Penda. Taraji Penda Henderson. Let me talk to you for a minute. Why you out of focus? She did her good acting and brought all the vocals. Shout out to Steve Mackey, the vocal coach to the stars, because we knew she could sing because of, you know, what's the name of it? Hustle and Flow. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay? But the way she sang Sister, it was like that song was made for her voice. Like, Taraji, you did your good acting and you brought us the vocals, sis? Come on, somebody! Like, y'all better, Taraji, you did that, girl. Girl, we gonna get into it. Who else? Did y'all see Whoopi? Did y'all see Whoopi? The original Miss Sealy delivering young Sealy's baby. Did y'all catch it? She was the midwife. Again, spoiler alert. I told y'all, you should have seen the movie by now. And if you didn't, hear your review, okay? Because it's people who like to watch reviews but they ain't got to go see stuff, okay? I was like, oh my God, look at Whoopi. Tamala Man, you better do your good singing, okay? You better, Holly. Baby, Holly is that girl, okay? We be acting and singing. Come on, Holly. I lived for Holly as young Nettie. Now, after seeing a movie for myself, I agree. They should have aged Holly. No shade to Sierra. But if you've seen the original Color Purple, I feel like Nettie should have been a continuation with Holly. And I know y'all probably thinking, well, what's the difference between Felicia Impasse, who played young Sealy, and Fantasia playing older Sealy? The difference is that both of those actresses gave Sealy something that once we got to adult Sealy, it made sense from younger Sealy. Whereas with Sierra as older Nettie and Hallie as younger Nettie, it was a disconnection. Like that, I'ma say it. A lot of people might not have been able to say the word what it was. It was a disconnection. It was like it wasn't the same person, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like from young Sealy to older Sealy, we knew she had went through some shit. Why? Because we seen her be mistreated and abused, both as young Sealy and as older Sealy. Okay? Whereas it was just a disconnect with older Nettie versus younger Nettie. And I feel like they should have aged. Added some shit to, you know, Hallie, or gave us some shoes that had a heel on it or something. Something. But I guess because of maybe height differences is why Sierra got cast. I'm not saying Sierra didn't do a good job. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm just saying it was a disconnection to where I didn't really connect with older Nettie the way I wanted to versus the original adaptation from book to film. Okay, and we're gonna talk about the comparisons. We're gonna get down to that. I just want to break down the characters. Miss Sophia. Danielle gave Miss Sophia something that she needed, if that makes sense. Like, Oprah did the damn thing when it came to Miss Sophia. But what Danielle gave Miss Sophia was something that I always felt like would have been perfect. Basically, her own theme song. Hell no. Like, you not gonna be over here putting your motherfucking hands on me. And what I love so much, I know y'all gonna get irritated with me popping this hat, but this wig not technically secure because my hair not braided down, so that hoe keeps sliding back. Cause my hair, when it's slick back, it's slick. So that wig keeps sliding back. Bobby pins in and all. Anyway, but what was I saying? Miss Sophia. I loved Danielle's Miss Sophia. I loved it. Don't get me wrong, it ain't topping Oprah's, no shade, but I love her version of Miss Sophia, because her version of Miss Sophia basically gave us what we already felt from Miss Sophia. Like, she don't take no shit. You not finna be playing games with me. And like, just gave her own theme song, and I loved every bit of it. And she had more whimsy. Like, she gave Miss Sophia more whimsy. I'm not gonna say that Oprah didn't have whimsy, but I feel like she was more whimsical with her being. Because we know Miss Sophia, she was a very merry cheer, but it was like she was more whimsical versus Oprah's version, because the original version, they wasn't singing. She was a little more rough, but she still had whimsy to her, but not as much whimsy as Danielle's, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Corey Hawkins, who played Harpo, I loved his Harpo. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't as funny as the original Harpo, but I liked his Harpo. His Harpo can sing, child. Squeak, listen. Okay, so this gonna be my slight comparison. Okay, so if you ever watched the original Color Purple, you know it's the scene where Squeak and Sophia get into it, and she called her a heifer. You ain't nothing but a big old heifer, ha ha ha. And then I think Squeak slapped her, and then Sophia punched the piss out of Squeak, and that bitch go flying. And the band said, "Oh shit, time to go." I kind of wanted that. Like, I feel like we needed that comedy aspect. Like, yes, you know what I'm saying? We sang and stuff, but it don't mean we can't be funny. Yeah, it was funny moments, but I still feel like that should have been a funny moment. We still should have got, because that is hands down one of my favorite parts of the original Color Purple. I feel like hell, if they did it on Broadway, they could have made it bigger and more funny. I don't know. Y'all should call me. I'd have helped y'all. And I know we weren't trying to make everything identical to the original film. We were trying to make this its own thing, but I still wish we kind of would have kept that part. Just that part. Anyway, what else? Coleman Domingo. Trust me, I tried to learn the name. Oh, her is Gabrielle Wilson. Gabby Wilson. Her is who plays Squeak, Mary Agnes, for those of you, yeah. Coleman Domingo. Now, Coleman Domingo wasn't bad. It's just, I feel like, how could I put this. Danny Glover's Mr. is, I'll be honest with you, if it was like an alternate universe where we could fist fight characters from movies we don't like, Mr. would die. The original Mr. would die. Not Danny Glover, but Mr. specifically. Because that nigga is enemy number one. You feel me? Like, that nigga is public enemy number one. Okay? So, I feel like Coleman Domingo's Mr. didn't give that menacing, you know, that, like, that nigga didn't make me want to fight him. Like, bust him upside his head with something, yes. Juke him up, yes. But, like, to the point where I'd have did something to him like I would have did to Mr. from the original movie, no. He was still, he had, dare I say, he had a little more whimsy to him than Danny Glover. Like, don't get me wrong, there were moments from the original Color Purple where Danny Glover was funny. Danny Glover was funny. Like, the moments he was funny made you forget that you actually wanted to take a hot pot and bust him upside his fucking head. That's what Danny Glover did. Coleman Domingo didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I also didn't feel sorry for him. I'm going to be honest with you. In the original Color Purple, you do feel sorry for Mr. towards the end. I didn't feel sorry for Coleman Domingo's Mr. I just didn't. Nigga, fuck you. Like, I don't know. Like, we gonna get into it. I know what I want to say, but I want to get through something real quick. So, who else I'm gonna talk about? Lou Gossett. Shout out to the OG, but his Mr. The OG Mr. I didn't like, why she here, Ike? I feel like, of course he wasn't going to be exactly like the original, right? Because this is the musical adaptation, but he didn't have a song. He didn't say nothing. So I felt like he should have been the comedic release, because the original Mr. from the original Color Purple, that old nigga was funny. Nigga, when I tell you when I was at the table, that old nigga was cracking me up. He was talking the most cash shit. And I know we shouldn't be comparing this because this is the musical, but it's still an adaptation of the book that became a movie, that then became a Broadway musical, and then a film again. And I feel like, I know, again, like I said, they didn't want to make it like a remake, but I feel like we still should have paid homage to the original film with just slight subtlenesses while still making it its own. You know, like an Easter egg situation for people who've actually seen the original film but may not have actually seen the music. So, like, I understand it was a lot we had to cut the fuck out to fit into 2 minutes and all them songs. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all, okay? I love me a good musical. I do. God knows I do. But baby, y'all was doing just a little too much for me. Just a itsy bitsy teeny weeny too fucking much for me. Okay? Like, I'm gonna tell y'all the songs I found unnecessary. Harpo song. That song Harpo was singing when they was over there building. Baby, why we singing while we building? Why? Why we dancing and grinding with hammers and wood in our hand? What the fuck is that about? That song was unnecessary. Unnecessary. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Can I be completely... Young Celie's little song she had in the beginning made no sense to me. Not one bit. Why was we over there by the dudes? The prison break. What was that about? And why was we over there near a waterfall? What the fuck? What was that? I mean, I understand Celie had an imagination, baby, but imagine something else. Somewhere else. Because I didn't care for that. didn't care for that. I did not. Not one bit. I did not care for that. Silly doing a reprise of Hell No. Why? 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 And I mean, I understand why it's Sophia's theme song. I feel like anybody was going to do a reprise of Hell No, y'all should have had Danielle Brooks singing it, and it should have been sad. You know what I'm saying? If we was gonna do a reprise, she should have sung it, and it should have been sad. I love Fantasia. I love Fantasia down. Why the fuck was Fantasia singing it? When Mr. threw Nettie out, I feel like we should have got a little more of the context from the original movie with that, where he should have been making her more uncomfortable before we got to him trying to climb in her bed. You know what I'm saying? I felt like there should have been moments where it was a build-up suspense to the uncomfortableness. You know what I'm saying? And I do have to say that I do agree with T.S. Madison when she said that part didn't give like in the original movie, because like when he was, you know, when he literally chased them around their yard, that broke bitch, that was some heartbreaking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that part didn't give to me neither. What else? Okay, low key. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I loved Suge's theme song, but like the people dancing in the street was unnecessary. I live for the theme song. That was everything. But them literally dancing in the street was unnecessary. And it was too long a little bit. Like, that's the one musical number I think y'all should have cut down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And just had them niggas singing in the distance that she pulled up into Mr. and Celia yard. Like, it was a little unnecessary, friend. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, the fact that they opened the movie with that musical number of them singing about God. Let me tell you something. I love Jesus. Yes, I do. But that little kid was unnecessary too. It's a couple of the musical numbers y'all could have left the fuck of it. I'ma keep it a buck. And I love me a musical down. But when it's more musical than dialogue, I have a problem. A big one. I do. Let's talk. Let's hold a conversation. We ain't gotta sing for that long. Let's talk. Shit. Okay? So those are the reasons why we get a 9.5 out of 10. Okay? Now the reason that it is a... Hold on. Sorry about that. Mondukes had to come talk to me. Also, Mondukes gave it a 10 out of 10, y'all. She really enjoyed it. Mama really enjoyed herself. What's on the table?
This is what you left on the table.
Oh, yeah, you can pour it out. That she must have heard her name like Candyman, child. I believe that part in. She really liked it. She gave it a 10 out of 10. I asked her when we left the movie theater waiting on our Uber. I said, Mom, would you rate the movie? And she said a 10 out of 10. I liked it that. I liked it that. So when it come out on DVD, I buy it for her. Yeah, Carolyn still got Mama still got a DVD player in this household. Anyway, so let's get into the overall, right? They did a phenomenal job with this. I love the imagery. I love the fact that, you know, what Fantasia kept talking about in every interview I watched, that they gave Celie an imagination. And she has such a vivid imagination. Because to go through the shit she went through, she needed it. Okay? I will say this. So, if y'all know, Fantasia's natural speaking voice is very high and soft. And she gave Celie a deep cadence. And I was like, oh my God, Fantasia is acting. Okay? It was, for me, what I love the most about Fantasia Celie is it was not even the fact, like, they didn't have a lot of dialogue, for real, but it was her facial expressions. It's like you could tell what she was thinking from her face. You know what I'm saying? And like the songs. So we got like this very amazing look into who Celie was as a person. You know what I'm saying? I love Fantasia's version of Celie. I will say that. I loved her version of Celie, that Bobby pin coming out. I felt it. It's okay. You're gonna be coming off soon, friend. I loved Fantasia's version of Celie. I love the fact that this version of Celie wasn't afraid to speak, because in the original movie, again, I'm sorry, she was like shy, timid, to where she didn't say shit damn near. You know what I'm saying? But where this Celie, she spoke her piece. You know what I'm saying? She was still mindful of what she said, but she spoke her piece. Like when she told Harpo, you should get Suge Avery to come down there and sing. And you know, Mr. kind of looked at her like, bitch, who told you to say anything? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't give a shit. It was the fact that when Sophia and her new man came over there and said, Celie, come on, let's go to town. And Celie was like, no, girl, I got no housework to do. And she was like, come on, girl, it ain't gonna kill you to live a little. And baby Celie dropped that shit and got in that car like that. Like, from the original movie, Celie wouldn't have done no shit like that. Celie wouldn't have did no shit like that in the original adaptation of The Color Purple. And I loved what we got with this Celie. You know what I'm saying? Sophia, like I said, Danielle Brooks deserved the things and things. This is Danielle Brooks Stan channel, okay? We've been standing Fantasia. Period. The Suge and Celie's relationship. So apparently a lot of y'all been in an uproar about the fact that they was dyking. I could say it, I'm bisexual. Okay, I'm a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. Bitch, I'm the B. Okay, bisexual. How you doing? But you gotta have money and you gotta come healed. You gotta have a therapist when you come over here. Anyway, and you do have knee Jesus. But anyway, you guys to know the Lord. Okay, I know him. Do you? Anyway, I love the fact that we got a more exploratory version of their relationship. Because let's be honest, y'all knew they was gay in the first movie, right? Like when Suge left in the first movie and Celie stood there, like it wasn't just a take me with you because this nigga beating on me. It's I love you, don't go. Like, did y'all not catch that? When I first watched The Color Purple as a little girl, I knew them hoes was gay after they kissed. I knew that. Y'all didn't? Bitch, you didn't? Like, I never read the book, but they said in the book, like, they was getting down with the get down. So, you know, they actually got to explore this relationship in this movie. To the fact that they even had this duet imagination, you know, song of them expressing their love for one another. Celie and Suge loved each other. You know what I'm saying? They loved each other. Like, it wasn't just, oh, this the bitch who came over here to my house and called me ugly and fuck on my man from time to time. She not only became Celie's friend, her confidant, her companion, but her lover. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Celie's bitch. And I love the fact that in this movie we really did get to see that Suge and Celie loved each other. Even though Suge was married to that man with that terrible wig, Celie was her number one. Like, nigga, you not coming above Celie, bitch. It's Celie then you. Well, it's God, Celie, and then you. Like, that's in the order, because Suge loved the Lord. Because we did cry, bitch. So, the parts I cried on, of course, when Nettie left, I cried. What else did I cry on? Oh, when Miss Sophia was in jail, that shit broke my heart. It was something else I cried. Oh, when Celie found out that, Paul not Paul. So I think a lot of y'all was confused about that. I don't know how many of y'all actually watched the original movie, because I seen this on Facebook. But in the original movie, when the girl said, "Oh, why we didn't have the he died on top of me?" Shit, that was funny to me. How he died? On top of me? Like, y'all know anytime somebody say how somebody died and they literally died on top of somebody, you gotta say it like that. On top of me. Like, it's fucked up, but it's funny. When Celie found out that she was, that man wasn't her Paul, and that land didn't belong to him, like, that shit made me cry. Y'all already know what song made me cry, if you don't know. Oh, Sister made me cry. That made me cry. That's actually one of my sister's, like, favorite songs from the original movie. And God is trying to tell you something. They didn't really sing it the way I wanted it to be sang, but whatever. But the song that made me boo-hoo cry, bawl my ass out, is I'm Here. Again, like I said at the beginning, I saw Fantasia sing that at the Tonys back in the day. And that was the first time I fell in love with it, right? And I'm gonna try not to cry. As you get older, it's like, songs start to resonate with you different than the first time you heard them. And this song hit different, especially the beginning. Because y'all know my only sister passed away 3 years ago. And so Celie's sister, her only sister, was taken from her, right? But of course she got her sister back. My sister didn't have it. My sister actually did. So, like, that song hit different for me. Like, I was in the fucking theater, boo-hoo crying, bawling my out. Not like boo-hoo crying when you can hear me. But, like, I was crying. Like, the shit hit me so hard when she was like, how did the song go in the beginning? Got my sister, but she's not here. And she's still mine, and I know. Like, I'm trying not to cry. Like, that shit hit me hard. Like, y'all, like, that shit hit me because, yeah, I'm gonna get off that because, but I'm Here. Like, I already knew that song was gonna make me cry because Fantasia she does it to me every time. But, like, that song hits different for me, especially that beginning. The other part of that song that, like, gets me is the I'm beautiful. And in the movie theater, it really got me because Fantasia looked at the camera and she said that. And it was like Celie letting you know, I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm beautiful. Told me up. Like, do people get Grammys for soundtrack songs? Because if Fantasia don't get a fucking Grammy from I'm Here, fuck everybody at the Grammys. Like, but yeah, that's the song. That part of the movie fucked me up the worst. Like, it's parts of the, the movie where you gonna cry. Like, Don't get me wrong. But that's the part I knew was going to make me cry. That's the part of the movie I knew that was going to hit me the hardest. And of course, again, I cried at the end, like, you know, when her sister and them show back up and the kids and stuff like that. Sad things. But that I'm Here, that song. Whew, baby. Like, yeah. This is long. I'm gonna have to edit this channel, but I will say this, that I did thoroughly enjoy the musical adaptation of The Color Purple. It deserves its 9.5 rating from me. It wasn't it wasn't bad. Even though I gave it a 9.5, I'm just very picky about shit. I'm sorry. I'm very picky. Lord, did that puppy bear fall in my... What the... I'm very picky about stuff. I am. I'm just uber nitpicky. You know what I'm saying? But for this to be a remake, not only of, you know, the original film, the book, but of course the musical brought to life, again, the imagery was everything. Okay? I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed the songs that I did enjoy. Y'all already know half of that shit to me was unnecessary. Everybody did their good acting. Everybody did their good acting. Everybody did their good acting. Okay? To the young lady who played young Celie, Felicia, what is her name? I don't want to jack up her name. Felicia Pearl, that's it. Felicia Pearl in Passe. Baby girl, you did that. I don't know how old you are. Because I saw in the interview, she said she wanted to play older Celie. How old is this child? Nobody asked you to do that. Oh, she's 30. Okay. So, a year younger than me. A year and a half younger than me. Baby girl, you did that. As young Celie, you did that. And that girl can sing. Halle Bailey, amazing. Listen, I don't know if y'all can give the entire cast Oscars, but they did that. I loved the sisterhood in this movie. I loved that the most. The sisterhood and the camaraderie between... Oh, and when Sophia thanked Celie, that shit broke me too. That part always get me. But the sisterhood between Celie and Sophia, and Suge and Celie and Natty, I loved all of that. I loved all of that. If you don't take nothing away from this new version, take away from the fact that you are not in competition with nobody. Nobody's your op or your enemy. That's your motherfucking sister. She is here to help you and pull you through. Okay? Even if she might not necessarily know how to help you in the beginning, but when she come to get you at the end, bitch, you go with your sister. You hear me? So, that's the message I feel like y'all should take away from this. At the end of the day, bitch, you better have your sister back 10 toes down. Okay? Like I said, I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. I loved it. I love seeing Whoopi Goldberg in the beginning. Like I said, spoiler alert. Her being the midwife was everything. Tamela Mann being in the movie, like, the cast alone was amazing. Yeah, like, I loved it. Like, low-key, it's a 10, but it's a 9.5 because of the nitpicky shit. Like, I'm gonna stop being nitpicky. The movie was a 10 out of 10, bitch. But anyway, y'all, that is all. That is it. I gotta edit this. Y'all probably get this New Year's Day. So, Happy New Year's! Yay! Happy New Year's, baby! Hey. Alright, y'all. That is all. That is it. I love each and every one of you, okay? Hey, go see The Color Purple, baby. I love you. Bye.